Hi, I'm Ray Tanzen, Product Manager at PreSonus. In this video, we're going to take a look at the new input layer workflows for the StudioLive Series III console mixers. Through observing how customers were using the mixer as well as user feedback, we've come up with a new workflow for the input layer that we're sure is going to make your mixing more effective and fast. Let's take a look. So now on the input layer, we've changed what is mapped across the knobs to make it faster and easier to access core functions that you need in the heat of a mix. So for starters, the first knob is your preamp gain. That remains the same as it was. Then you have your pan, your gate threshold, compressor threshold, high pass filter, and then the last three knobs are the EQ, gain, frequency, and Q. Then you can use the four buttons underneath the high pass filter and EQ controls to be able to switch between the four bands of your EQ. So this means I can now access all of the functions of the fat channel right from this input layer. I can grab my high pass filter and I can adjust the gain and frequency and Q of my EQ on multiple bands right from my input layer. You can still access all the other fat channel processors individually, and those will map out to the knobs and buttons on the fat channel just like they did before. Alternatively, if you'd like to lock the input layer to the fat channel encoders and buttons, you can push and hold the input button, and then it'll flash letting you know that they are now locked. So now I can access my additional parameters on my gate, for example, using the touch screen and the encoder underneath it. But you'll see that the input layer remains locked on my fat channel encoder. So I can always access my preamp gain, my pan, gate threshold, EQ, and other parameters. So that's just a little update on the mixers based off of your feedback. It may seem like a minor change, but it's going to have a huge impact on the usability and workflow and how quickly you can navigate and do things on the mixer. We're pretty excited about this as well as some of the other new features in the version 2.0 firmware. Be sure to check out the other videos to learn more.